Hello, everyone. We preloaded the Louisville map quite a bit before starting this entire live stream, so we'll be able to get right into it. And we've made a lot of modifications to the map ever since we ended the last live stream. Let's see, when we were last on here, we were focusing on the fire station. And I think we only finished the first floor. Well, good to say that we did a huge chunk of it while off stream, so it might look a little different. There we go. What the fuck? I don't remember that being there. Is that the... what is that? Oh, that's just an entire... it's a background border. Okay. Well, that's definitely something then. I didn't realize it. I'll just leave it there for now. But anyway, so yeah, this is the fire station now. We've added quite a few upgrades to it since the last stream. We managed to work on the insides a lot by getting at least the main interior sort of set up. And so we'll, I guess, build on that. Let me just see over here. We have a separate fire station used as an example, just so we can use that as a reference, or at least just take things over here that was pre-built and just bring it over. Because there is quite a lot. I think one of the main things we might take for this would be possibly the walls and the materials, just because they look very good. Actually, here, let me see. I'm gonna go in rendered mode. Yeah. Normally there would be fire trucks here, in which we deleted them, since we're gonna be using a whole different set of fire trucks. But we'll have to work quite a bit. Okay, so let's see what we can work with here. Nice webcam, thanks. I honest to God don't know. Yeah, it's just a chat background, that's all it is. There's some people who have access to the computer with me, so I wonder if somebody else put that in there without me knowing. You know what, let's just go ahead and grab all this. Oh, I didn't know you were making these animations Unreal. Yeah. The animations, the main process of it is all rendered out in Unreal. There's a whole lot of different things we do, like modeling or texturing, so many other things in other programs, but Unreal is like the main one. If we did this in Blender, it would probably take maybe 3 times as long, I'd say. Just how, like, if you know how Blender is, it does, it's like it takes 3 times as long to render every single thing. Don't know why. They never really fixed that, I'd say. Also, your voice is some Viking type or some lumberjack solo. Yeah, I get that a lot. I usually try to make my voice as like clear as possible, but it doesn't really do much. Actually, here, let's see what this looks like in rendered mode. Since we can theoretically look at this, but it doesn't crash it over here. So I'm trying to keep it in a way where at least the bottom is lit up pretty well, but the top has a little bit of light, but not much. Right now it seems like it's doing quite well. It's lagging like hell though when I look towards the city. But as you can see, there's a catwalk up here. I need to figure out what type of lights I can use, but yeah. Kind of monster voice. I mean, yeah. The voice if you watched our Enigma series, the ENC068 voice, that is my voice. I can manipulate it in a way where it gets worse. But it really does damage. So, can't do anything about it, really. Okay, so we got, when we were here last time on the outside area, we did pretty well. We need to do the first floor, which we gotten done. We need to set up the lighting, and then we need to do the second floor, and then I'm going to do a little like walkway up to here for the overhead shot areas, in which it'll definitely be needed. Also, I'll need to move all the fire trucks in here. I'll just go ahead and make one of, put that over here. I think I'll do, I have an idea, hold on. See something in your lowest voice? I can right now. Usually when I do my lowest voice, sorry, I had to move something. Usually when I am at my lowest voice, I have to move, not move, I have to like prepare myself, because it's like stimulating my throat in a way. So like when I did ENC068's voice, it took me about 1 hour to get ready. Wow. Trying to do that was hell on its own. Let's see, ambulance. Yeah. That is definitely not big enough, I think. Hold on, what? Here, hold on. There's one way we can figure that out if it is or not. Where is our favorite little character? There he is. Yeah, definitely not. Has to be bigger. Let me get the sitting animation. Oh no, let me get the driving animation since I'll be better for, well, figuring out where they would be. No problem. Oh no, it's no issue. Or is it the right size? I doubt it is. It looks way too small. Yeah, no. Definitely not. Okay. Let's see here. Ambulance. I'm loading up a separate window, which you guys might not be able to see, but it will at least give me an idea of the scale that we'll be working with. Okay. So hopefully while I'm doing all this, it doesn't break anything. That's the last thing I need. Okay, that one seems good. Okay, that seems good. And yeah, so if I do 2.0, just for example, yep, the whole thing goes with it. Okay, so we're good with that. So let me go ahead and try 1.2. I think that might be the perfect size for our little dude. It's about the right size. Okay, maybe 1.15. I think maybe that'd be it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so 1.15. But since we haven't seen all of you for, well, I guess a day or two, how have all of you been? I noticed our, well, not really noticed, it was a whole issue. Our last stream was sort of a mix-up. Let me go ahead and get the other ambulance fixed too. I noticed that it is still broken as well. Okay, that's good. And then assuming we can just, yeah. I'll go back to the main screen just a second after I fix this. Okay. Okay, that is fixed. So then we have these two things in here. We're definitely gonna have to go for more industrial type lighting. The top-down spotlights might not work so easily for a wide range building. But we'll see what happens. First thing we need to do would be focusing on the second floor and the ceiling for that area. So let me pull up the map real quick to see what we're doing. Okay. Looks like I'll be able to copy the building all the way around and then simply put a rooftop on it. That's not that big of an issue. Okay. I will have to deal with all those walls though. Oh shit. I do wonder how lifelike I can make this fire station, given I'll need it as detailed as possible. There's so many options of what we can do, but depending on how much time I guess I can put into it. I will try to make it as close as possible though, given it will be a main story to focus on once it's fully built. This is not even supposed to be a window here. Okay. It's gonna take a second to delete that. There we go. And it's auto-saving too. Okay. There's two ways I can go from this. Actually, you know what? Here, hold on. I'm gonna grab one of these. And at least get an idea where it is. I'll probably just cover the rooftop. Not rooftop, the ceiling with these things, and then add lights separately. That way we don't have to worry about that issue later. Also, another thing, I had to fix this. Forgot about that. There we go. That issue is now averted. Okay, back to ceiling tiles. Let's go ahead and do the 2x4s. Maybe we can go ahead and do the 4x4s. I don't want any that has lights attached to them. That's one thing. Because I don't want to deal with the lighting. That would be... Are these broken ones? What? Oh, these are supposed to be for a corner. Okay. Let's try 6x8s. 6x8s are cool. They are at least, well, unique. But the wires hang down. I don't want broken ones. I think also I'll probably look into the realistic materials pack again to see what we can get. Because I might need ultra realistic materials for the walls. I thought I found something that was unique for him, but I guess not. Shame. Is there anything stick down here? Yeah, it does. Maybe... Can I just turn these invisible or hide them? Oh, I could just hide them entirely, yeah. When the perfectionism kicks in, yeah. There's many times where I believe I could like cut a corner when doing certain things, but it just fucks me in the end. I'm just like, damn. But usually, I mean, it's not bad to be a perfectionist in something. Like this, for example, it's one of our biggest projects, so I can't really argue for that fact. There we go. How does that look right there? Hold on. Let's see. I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. That's pretty bad. I can't have those sticking up. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We can definitely work with this. Let me do something like a flip. I'm gonna have to like maneuver this in many different ways. Yeah. The program doesn't allow you to select all and change to 0. Well, it does. If you're talking about like the size, these here are blueprint files, and blueprint files are like if you combine 2 models together and put them somewhere. And if you click on the blueprint file, you can click on the side for specific models that are within that file. So like if I wanted to move this one specifically, I can. And when I'm done moving it, I then click it again, and then I would select the whole thing. That's essentially what it is. But you could do it all as well if I wanted to make them all 0. But if I turned the whole thing to 0, you just wouldn't see it. But if I did like 0.1, it'd be extremely flat. There's a lot of different like things and concepts for Unreal for it. I wouldn't even say that I'm like a professional at it as well. There is millions. I would say millions of different things you can do in Unreal. I probably, with the stuff that we make, we only use like the surface of information that we are given for making our things. How far into the wall am I here? Okay, I am pretty far, so I can scoot this entire thing forward a little bit so that it matches into the ending area of this wall here. Yeah, like change this to 50 so it's easier. Hold on. Yeah, that is so much easier. Just snap them all into place. But the question is, will they line up to the other wall? That is one issue we might have to overcome. You know what? Actually, here, let me just test that theory. Okay, so that one's lined up there. And if I do another one, maybe, okay, hold on. One more. Okay, and then maybe one more single. Okay, yeah, we are good from side to side then. That's very good. I'm gonna see what other variants I can put on here. Since we have like 24, what, how many are here? No, just 20 different variants of like ceiling tiles. I don't want to do too damage. It's a fire station. It's not something that's, you know, trash dump. This is a place of emergency responders. It's a place that has to be tidied up and official. That again is a corner. What about a 6x6? I think this is the one I did before, isn't it? No, I never did a 6x6 before. Oh, but it is a light. Okay. No, I might be able to work with this. Yeah. There we go. And if we look under it, yeah, none the wiser. No one will know that it is like that unless when we post the video, one of y'all go in the comments and point it out. There we go. Okay, let me go ahead and switch to the 50 and make this faster and easier on ourselves. I have a feeling, without a doubt, I should get the main building of the fire station done today. Maybe even the detailing on the inside. Actually, hold on, let me see this. I don't know about the detailing in here though, because this will be one of the main focus areas. Because the garage essentially is like the meat and potatoes of a fire station where it has the fire trucks. So we'll see, I guess. Oh, ooh, it's auto-saving. Okay. Where were we? Okay, we got that. Do I need to change this up? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Turn those to 0. at least one wire? Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Show that it's a little bit of an aged building. Just one wire hanging down. Oh, is it like right here too? Yeah, that works really well. I will have to make like a little, I guess, divot. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh, okay. We might have one of our first problems. Actually, let's see first. So, not that big of a problem. I think we can just get away with it like this. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Okay. So the wall over there is a little bit of an issue. Same thing for over here. Okay. But if we just change these to be 1 inch taller, then you won't see it, at least underneath. Oh my god. I don't even know if you heard that. My dog's like going off like crazy. Hold on. Let's see what let's see what that beast is doing. I'll be right back real quick. Okay, I'm back. So I guess it was like a rabbit or something and saw. I have no idea. But let's at least get back to work. What was I doing last? There we go. Oh yeah, that. So I need a single line. I think so. Actually, I could probably do this. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Then we'll just change this to 321 0.1. It still flickers a little bit. So 0.3. Still. Well, it is a corner piece, so it might not even matter. So, oh, I need to fill this area. Ooh, I never lined this up. No, I did not. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's at least good now. I really need to fix those windows. They're gonna, like, ruin me. Okay, so that is the entirety of that done. So I'm gonna... Oh wait, do I have to do the flooring too? Oh my god. Oh no, no I didn't. Okay. Whoa, fucking hell. Scared me for a second. The flooring for this, I put the carpet on top of it just by a little bit so it pops out more. Okay, so we're gonna change this to 0.01 and change the natural color of it to be solid black so it can help block out light a little bit more. The reason I do this is at times, even though Unreal is an amazing engine, light still seeps through at times. I don't know why, but I do that just for like a safety precaution. I need to do these as well. Okay. How far up do I need to bring this exactly? I did have that idea before. Grab one of these and shrink it down so it looks like there's a bunch of piping in the top area. Let's see, I'll do 0.1, the original size. So if I do it like that, I don't even know if we'll see it. Yeah, we're not going to see it like that. Let me go ahead and do a point light. That way it can at least give us an idea based on the lighting. Yeah, that looks a little cheesy, Can I make it go a little bit higher? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Give it some depth of field, or not depth of field, just give it some depth inside the roof area, ceiling area. Yo, wait, is that thumbnail based off the one free running versus zombie video game from like 10 years ago? Honestly, I can't tell you. There was one time we did a community night within our Discord, and it was I don't remember what it was. It was like the winner gets to choose like one of our thumbnails or something like that, or we make art of a certain kind. And as like people were competing, we did like freebie thumbnails and freebie art over time. And we saw a reference from some Google image or some zombie game. So it could be from that. I can't tell you right off the top of my head. The Louisville is auto-saving. After it's done auto-saving, I'm going to do a manual save, and then I'm going to look through the, what's it called? I'm going to go ahead and look through like the official high quality materials that we have. And I'll turn on display mode too for OBS so you can see it. Because we're almost at the point for the first floor where we can officially fully texture it. Because these were like example textures in a way. Also, let me get a light in here first. I need like a simple overhead light, an orange light preferred. Or maybe a white light. Blue? I don't know. There's so many. Overhead orange light, that's what it's called. There we go. Where's the fire station? There it is. What? Oh, that's overhang, not overhead. Okay. It's crazy recognizable. So like that frame is from a scene in the thing. I think it might be the thumbnail too, but they're going up the ladder and somebody gets grabbed behind them. Possibly, yeah. There. Okay, I found it. Just need to spawn it, that's the thing. Come on, I just need like 2 or 3 of them. Wait, this whole thing is fully modeled, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, it is a good portion of Louisville so far. It's a little laggy right now, but that's mostly because of the, oh my god. It's mostly because of the thing that's here, the like example map. Once you delete that, then it becomes pretty stable. But we won't delete that until the end. But it'll be used for our animation, so should be good. Now let's see here. Can we use a point light, a spotlight, and a rectangular light? How's this look here? That is pretty fucking orange. Okay. We're not gonna go with that. Let's go with possible white. How does white look here? The tiles look good. The floor looks flat, so I don't know if we can use that really. It looks a little too flat. Maybe I have to switch that up. Maybe add more reflection to it. Ooh. Oh, there's some reflection though. We'll see. Okay, delete that one. Forgot. Every time I delete something, it always makes me remember that it takes quite a while to delete it. Just because of the sheer size of the map and data file. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and divide these up a little bit. Just give ourselves some sort of even space. How does this look? It's not bad. A little too yellow for my liking. I might just do like I'm thinking just solid white. Solid white for the fire station. Yeah. Walls adding a little bit of in-depthness, so that's good. Hello there, Patrick. Might have to. Does it cut a lot too? Hold on. Yeah, that looks good up there. You can't really tell anything. You can tell it's a little bit flat, but we're not going to focus on that area. Okay, let me go to and duplicate that. Okay, so I got 3 multiple lights here. I'm on a different tab just so I can get this. Let me do a little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. Maybe that's good. Okay. Ooh, I need a... create a new emissive layer as well. Hold on. Here, let me do this for you. You can at least see everything I'm doing. What a deep voice I have. Yeah. Nothing I can really do about it. Yeah, that's good enough. Make it two-sided. No, make it one-sided. Okay, well, two-sided. Fine if it auto doesn't. Let's see, did it fully save or is it not saving now? Okay. It's always weird going through these soundtracks and we get like the clicker ASMR soundtrack. I always forget about that at times. Okay, so that is good. Is it gonna... Okay. Emissive light on. There we go. Gonna save this before we throw it into the fire station area. Because this will be like our main thing. Thank you for the subscription, Alice Pace. I'll need to find that again though. I sort of lost the light. Fine. Okay, here we go. So we do that there. Okay, how is this? Yeah, I'm liking that color a little bit more. I'm gonna have to add detail though to the floor. So we're gonna go ahead and get out the Quixel Bridge program. Let me hide that real quick before something may go wrong. Never mind. Okay. So zoom in. We need surfaces. I'm not in rendered mode, am I? No, I'm not. Welcome back, Waffle. You should try podcasting horror stories. You do have a good voice for radio. I don't know. I do get the comments all the time, like people saying I should do certain things because I have a unique voice. But I guess it's sort of like it's not really me trying to find the time to do it. It's just me trying to find the community for it. Because there's so many like people out there who already do those things. Besides, like, you know, compared to like this, no one's really, you know, making Zomboid full cinematic, ultra realistic stuff. I may in the future. I know that for the Enigma universe stuff, if we ever did like those SCP logs you see videos of where like someone explains a certain SCP in a way, we might do some things like that for our monsters. Let's see. Honestly, you know what? We're looking for all the versions of what we need. So we don't need plaster. We only need the outside. So we're gonna go with brick first. Ooh, I double clicked it, so it's gonna. There we go. Painted, modern, rough. Maybe. We looked at quite a few of these before. I thought we had a good idea of what we were gonna do, but no. So many categories, so little time. Ooh. Well, let me look at this again. Let's see what we got going on here. We got white tile tops. We got a white light. That might be enough white light. I might change the lights if it's too much white. You know what? Hold on. Let me go. I have references. I was looking at for like fire station horror. So I was looking at like Quarantine, if y'all remember that old movie, or if you ever seen it. It was a very good movie. Okay, so they have, ooh, what do they have going on here? I might be copying a little bit just because I want that like color grading of what they're doing. Okay, so they have like blue walls, blue white walls with white lights and a brick bottom. Okay. So, oh, it's auto-saving. You could publish story narrations for stories that you thought about animating but didn't make, but they cut for some reason, like complexity or schedule limitations, or just complementary stories, like as an example, a radio log from Wolverine Squad on their first firefight with the undead. Publish them in the same channel even. I know where you're coming off on that. It is a good idea. It is a very good idea, but there's also a few things you gotta watch out for. Like when doing YouTube channels, when you like post certain things on a channel, you can't really like go a full 180 or like diverse too much when doing things. So if I started doing like audio logs, for example, because that's essentially like, it's essentially what those are in a way. It might throw off some viewers. It might change like the demographic of what or who like YouTube recommends to us. Because that's usually what it does. YouTube, say like, for example, when we post a Zomboid animation video, YouTube will throw out on the For You page of, you say 30,000 people to see if they want to click our video or not. And if they like that video, they'll then share that same video to 30,000 more people who might like the same things. But if we then did a audio log video where it was no animation or anything, and it sends it out to those same 30,000 people, they don't click on it, YouTube might think their YouTube sucks or their channel sucks, and we might get less views. I'm not saying that your idea is a bad idea. I'm just saying it wouldn't be the right time to do it. Usually when, God, there's something in my throat. Usually the best time to do that is after we grow bigger, maybe near like 80 to 100k, then you can at least diverse off slightly. Well, it's more of a way to keep engagement between releases without having to commit to a significant amount of work, which helps the algorithm. Yeah, I see your point. Yeah, I need to find. I'm trying to find like this flooring. It was a peach flooring. What if I just type in floor? Oh god. Peach flooring, peach flooring. Ooh, what's that right there? Brick pavement, no. That looks like mossy. How's that mossy? Well, that is pretty mossy. Or not mossy, pretty close to what I'm wanting. Maybe I'll do that one. I'm gonna heart that. Okay. One. See, the weird thing is I see that on my stream that OBS disconnected and reconnected. What the fuck did it disconnect from if you guys can still see everything that's going on? One. That's weird. Can you show us the models of the army dudes? Yeah. Let me... I'm trying to... Once I find a definite floor, I'm gonna go ahead and download this one real quick. But once I have like a good idea of what type of floor I'm gonna do, then I can show you real quick. But right now, there's two main models for the army guys that we have, just because we haven't imported any of the new ones yet. But we have like your basic army grunt and then like a radioman. Let me, you know what? Here, hold on. Let me do tile floor. I think we did that before, but it was like very, very bad. Well, that's what we're using now. Ooh. If I grab this and then make it slightly peach colored and then do the outlines, you know what? Maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one too, and then as it's downloading. Okay. What if I... Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and close that there, and I'll show you the army dudes if you wanted to see them. So for the army guys, where they at? Let's see, characters, Zomboid, survivors, military. There's quite a few models we actually have. So when we did the military, we have a mixture of models here. So we have our hazmat team. So originally there was the original hazmats. So this is like what you find in game and everything. There's not really anything unique to them. It's just like a giant, well, it's essentially a giant plastic bag. That's what hazmats are. Then we have a more detailed hazmat that we use for our animations, in which obviously you can tell the difference in quality between the two, in which for a lot of these we get them from the community workshop, so I can't really tell you fully where we got them from because there's so many things we downloaded and used within our projects. And then one thing we have added for our lore would be sort of like flame units, and it would be essentially for like disposing of bodies and stuff. So in the exclusion zone video, you can actually see two of these characters using a sort of flamethrower in a way to burn a pile of the infected bodies. So they're more equipped with heavy steel boots with a fire jacket and fire protective gear with the M2 flamethrower on the back. So that's them. Then after that, we have the regular pilot, which they are a little bit unique. We made sure to include as much detail as we could to them. So for like the helmet, 100%, we want to make it, you know, as accurate as possible with the models that we were given or downloaded. So we've added the safety harness, the protective vest, stuff like that. Then we have sort of the medic. This one is going to be changed when we do our newer videos, because this is the model for, I think the character's name was Moore in the exclusion zone video, but that's what his character is based off of. So that will be changing. And then the two newest ones, which we've had modeled, is ones that reflect more of the time period. And I'm gonna go put them in here so you can get like a good lighting and everything. So we have the grunt. These are, if it loads, this model, and it's also the same model we used for the thumbnail, if you saw it. So these are complete 90s, like basically vest and everything that were given to people who were enlisted during the time. And then we have the radio min, which is a slight variation to the grunt, but instead of, you know, the military backpack and a lot of gear on the hips, this one's more focused. You actually probably can't see it, or it probably isn't rendered in. There's an antenna that sticks up for him. It focused more on communication, so when we use them, we give him the giant radio on the back and other radios to put on his sides. But there's quite a few we have to import still. But yeah, comparing, say, like these models to this one, it is night and day for, I'd say, detail work. Jesus. Yeah, I gotta delete all those. The second model looks sick. That's good. Only thing bricked up more than me playing single player PZ is how I see your video showcasing the world of Kentucky 93. Hell yeah. But yeah, that is what we have for the military right now. Do I want to delete that? Yeah, I want to delete it. There was one more, well, two more we had. Oh, it's auto-saving, so hold on. We do have two more models, theoretically, but they're probably not going to be used again, as they were originally used for the exclusion zone video, and we used what we could like find at the time, because the exclusion zone video was our second video that was worked on, and our possibilities of like finding models and like finding people to help us at the time were low. So we have soldier models that just don't really fit the region, but also the time period. So like there were some models that we had that were wearing armor from 2015 in that video. Here, let me see if I can get it right here. In which there might be some things we might work on for it. So like this, you'll see that a lot, but you don't see them quite actually a lot because it was just the beginning of the video. And then, oh yeah, and then here's a model we have of Warwick, who is wearing more of a Russian type stuff. Didn't realize I didn't delete the flamer unit over there. But yeah, you'll pretty much see all the military and almost all the models except the ones I just showed you, the 2 outdated ones before. You'll pretty much see all of them within these episodes. Maybe, I'm trying to think if maybe you'll see the flamer unit. There hasn't been, I don't think we've really done a script for them. We'll see. Hello there, Akan. Welcome in. Okay, so where we left off. I think we left off on the walls. No, we were doing the floor, that's right. So if I do, I'm gonna do like 2 different versions. So I'm gonna pull this up and I'll turn on display mode so y'all can see it as well. Ellen helmet and stuff could be almost be excused if we did a Moscow video where the Nux virus is infecting the world. Yeah, a lot of people have said where I should do videos where it would focus on the other parts of the world, because obviously the Nox virus doesn't stop at, you know, within the United States. It goes everywhere. But like, the idea of it would be really hard too, because I feel like for YouTube sense it'd be English, but for accuracy sense I would probably try and hire, like, anywhere outside of the US, I'd probably try and hire people to speak their natural language. So like, say Russia, I'd probably try and find people who speak Russian for accuracy for that video. So we'll see. Let's see here. Am I able to? I don't even know what this will look like. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. But we're gonna put it on the floor and we'll see what happens. We will see. It would be actually kind of funny because a lot of the viewers we get tons of comments where like people from multiple languages are thanking us for subtitles that are at least accurate. They're not like the auto generated subtitles, because a lot of people don't know at times we do our subtitles manually. We don't use that auto generation system YouTube provides, because usually it's always wrong. But we make sure that's fine. But if we basically like switch around and then like everyone who is not speaking English but at least speaks that language, they at least get like one video to themselves, it'd be actually pretty funny in a way. Okay, so I'm noticing like a white line here. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it is these two things, and if it's not, then we'll see. It takes a while to save for this. Yeah. Okay, so actually no, it is still the same sort of. It's those lines. Are these the lights that's causing this issue? Hold on. No, no, they are definitely the material. The material's good. It's just that, like, I don't know what this is. It's like glowing on the distance, not distance, on the corner. I don't know why. Here, let me go ahead and open this one up, just so I remember how this is. So green goes to roughness, and then blue goes to metallic. Yep, yeah. Green roughness, blue metallic. Get that for us. And also we need a little bit of a peach color for this. Ooh, okay, maybe too much peach. Hold on, let me look at my reference again. Maybe just a slight hint. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, we can do that. Okay. So a slight hint, and it's doing that, which is fine. I do want to find, though, so we have an ORD file, which is for opacity, roughness, and yeah. Am I able to use that, though, for entire thing? But if I import this into here, it's not gonna like spark off, is it? No, it's not. You know what? There was a video I watched a while back. I am definitely not pulling up a playlist that had this possible fix of how to use this file. Hold on. Okay, view full playlist. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, just ignore that. Am I not able to like download the specific files from it? Okay. Oh, god damn it. See, we got diffuse. Where's it? No, it's just variations, or not variations. I don't know. Go to files, copy link, go to files. What? Where did they bring me to? Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna have to do my own stuff with this. Okay. So, what is this ORD? Roughness would be green. And then need a texture scale. I don't know if I can use it with. that. Probably not. Let me go look at the one video again. This might seem unprofessional of how I'm doing it, but I am literally one dude making an entire city. So I think there's some little bit of leniency for this, like a stream. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ooh, I think this is exactly what I'm looking for, actually. Because the issue isn't the... Oh, it's auto-saving. The issue is not the rest of the files. It is the one ORD file. So I'm trying to figure out how to convert all three of those into... Or maybe I just do it the old-fashioned way. Hold on. Never really thought of it that way. So disconnect that, convert into, I think it's texture object. Yeah. So that goes in there, then this goes into here, and then that goes into there. I mean, maybe? It's hard to say. We'll see how it looks. Well, at least it is peachy. We're definitely gonna have to change the walls. Okay, so let's see how it looks. Did it really change? Oh, it did, yeah. It definitely took away the reflectivity of it. Okay, what if I go back now and make the green roughness? What will it look like then? Okay, yeah, no, you know what? It gives it a little more dirtiness to it. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep the green there. So the floor is good. We just need to change the walls. And actually, let me create a little bit more lighting. Oh, jeez. Dog's barking again, so 1 second. Let's see if it's barking at the animal again or if it's like trying to get into food or something. 1 second. returned once again, hopefully for the last time. I don't know what it is with my dog, but it really is just trying to break into everything to get all the food. Okay, let's see here. So the floors they're pretty good. I need to add the extra tiling and the outlines. Here, turn off display mode. There we go. Okay, let's see here. I need the lines. Where is this? Yeah, it is. How's this look in the lighting? Yeah, that is what we need. So in the reference I am using, they had like a blue line that was just highlighting the areas of the walkway. I plan to do that exact same thing because it really looks good for a fire station, I'd say. And then what does it look like with the lighting? Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. I mean, we could do it like that. That's fine. I do wonder what they're for, though, or if it's just design. If the light, or not lights, the lines mean anything. Hmm. I wonder if I could create a roughness map on this myself, actually. Okay, of course I Google something and Google instantly thinks I'm a robot for some reason. Let's see. Why is it every time, like, I don't know if it's just me or not, but every time something happens, Google always thinks I'm a robot when I'm looking up just the most basic of things. Howdy there, Frisco. How are you today? Ooh, can I use that? Maybe not. I'll probably... I don't know what I'll do. The floor still throws me off just a tiny bit, just because of the one lines that appear in it. I don't know why it does that. I just don't know why. Let me look at the textures again. Here, I'll let you see it as well. If it loads. Okay, here we go. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. Okay, so there is a line that goes through it for some reason. I don't know what we can fully do for that. I have one idea of what we could do, actually. It will be my last sort of chance to see if I can work with it or not. Because this line right here is just throwing me off as much. I don't know why. It's just throwing off this entire process. Actually, you know what? I could just go on Fab. Here, as I'm looking on Fab, I'll just put this up for you guys. Just to see if there's anything I can find real quick. Yeah, may have found something. And it may or may not work, but we'll see. I am buying a texture that we can just use right away. Now I need to find it in the Unreal Marketplace. Oh no, I can just download it. Okay. Let's see where we can put this. We're going to go into our project files and then the Louisville map, materials. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was installed. That was the wrong place. Okay, and where's all our textures at? Okay. Okay, so these are a white floor that we could probably use. Yeah. Okay, here, hold on. Turn that off. Then we go to the Louisville area. That is not the Louisville area. There we go. Yeah, these definitely might be what I'm looking for. Maybe, hopefully. Turning on display mode so you all can see everything again after it's done renaming this asset. Okay, so we got a few things to mess around with. We have the ambient occlusion here. We have... Ooh. What is the cavity one? Okay. Displacement, base color. Okay, here's base color. These are more of a brick, so they might be good for inside. We're going to go ahead and do the displacement here. Normal. The roughness. Okay, we're working it. Specular. Well, we also have something called gloss. Okay, so the bump material that we had just doesn't need to be needed here. It's for something else. Okay, but that's just about it. I mean, let's see how it turns out. Let me see if I can... Well, it's going to be the floor. Actually, no, it's not going to be anything. Because I don't have it to save to any model. No, it doesn't look that bad. Is it doing displacement? It's doing it just slightly. Okay. What is that? That's a part of it, okay. Besides the fixes I know I'm gonna have to do with these, they don't look that bad. That is annoying though. Is it the displacement that is making it do that, I wonder? So I'm gonna save and remove the displacement and see if that's the cause. It is. It is the displacement. Okay. I mean, without the displacement, it still doesn't look that bad. Ooh. Forgot looking at the city is a bad thing. It reflects the wall. Does good. Peach bottom does well. Still need to replace the floor to give it a little bit of reflectivity. I'm liking the walls. I feel like this might be our wall texture. I might need to work on the displacement though, so let me see if I can work on that. Hello, Doom music. It left off when we quit that stuff.
When the shadows first lengthened, one stood. He chose the path.
Okay, I'm gonna turn displacement again, and then
In his ravenous hatred, he found
we're gonna see what I can do with it.
with boiling blood. He scoured the umbral plains, seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. And those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
Okay. And okay. Yeah, it looks good now. It looks very good. A little bit of a choppiness there. Oh wait, what's that? Oh god. Noticing like a little bit of a rip here. I don't know if that's normal. Far away, it doesn't look bad. It gives it a little bit of, I don't know what the word is, personality. Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and start changing all these then. Yeah, very good choice for the walls. Very good choice. have undead and other people too. What do you mean? Or just are you wanting to see other people within the building, or what's your statement? Jesus. I am gonna go ahead and now find other textures I may need. Your music is a bit loud, to be honest. I mean, I'll turn down slightly for you. Yeah. I just turned down another 3 decibels for you if it's too loud. Had about the same for maybe the past 2 weeks, so who knows. Let's see here. Now you're gonna be needing a floor texture. I wonder if we can even find floor texture in here. The thing we normally use, here I can bring it down. The thing that we normally use is the Mega Scan set. The previous version, that is. This is more of the up-to-date version. As you can see, we have all these. Actually, I do wonder if I'm pulling off screen because I don't know. If I download it as... That's about a peach color, yeah. I'll just go ahead and download this one and we can find out ourselves. If I download this one, will it be the same as the other? Because if it is, then we can at least use it better than we had for this one. As that's downloading, I guess. Oh, never mind, it's already downloaded. What is this? Terrazzo floor. I mean, sure. Here, 1 second as I get this ready. Yeah, it is definitely what I need. Okay. Delete those and import the rest. to YouTube. I've been watching your channel more actively since that comment on my video. I think it was a few months ago. Here, let me see. Your channel. Go to channel. Oh, you did the... Yeah, I remember seeing these before. They're very nice. Let's see here. I really like the design of locations in your videos. Thank you. Yeah, the locations for a lot of them, they're not really, I want to say specific, because we do everything we don't plan them out. So that sort of gives it its like shine to it. It's not anything overly specific besides like this, for example. This is extremely specific, and it will be extremely detailed when we're done. Where did we go? There it is. But yeah, I remember seeing your stuff a while back. It was very good. Let's see, base color. And then this one is the specular. The roughness. The roughness we actually want to be reflective for the floor, so we're just going to delete that. This one would be the normal. Displacement if we really need that. And then finally the AO. Okay, and if all of that is good, I'm going to go ahead and save that on the side. And we'll see how it looks. Okay, and moment of truth. Let's grab it and switch it. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe. Oh, what is going on with it? Is there two different textures? Oh, I see what happened. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Possibly fixed, maybe. I mean, what does it look like right now? Not bad, not bad. I wanted a little more reflection on the floor. It looks a little too off. Or at least maybe too straight. Let me see if I can reverse the roughness on it. Maybe. I'm gonna look inside of a fire station like on Google.
The slaves of doom with barbarous cruelty.
Inside of a fire station. Here we go. I need like an actual part of the building, not.
Before the horde,
Okay, here we go. So it's more like cement slabs or... Oh, okay, I see those. Yeah, those are smaller and more reflective. So I need a smaller brick and more reflective brick. So let me see if I can find those. I mean, white ceramic tiles, there's those, but I think that might be too much white. Yeah, no, it'd be way too much white. I need more of a gray, maybe? Or maybe I do the gray ceramic tiles in the fire station area. Ooh, that's a good idea. Well, here's these floor tiles from before. You know what? Let me see if I can do this. Ask my buddy real quick if he can give me an idea. We'll see if they respond real soon. Until then, we will... I guess we'll be doing a little bit of detailing. Probably I'm going to be doing a lot of off work today as well. Or off stream building, since it is getting quite late. You know what, here, I will go ahead and we'll go ahead and get the lighting done for these rooms. So... Okay, he sent me an example back. I could do something like that, yeah. Okay. Okay, I see what I need to do. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. One thing that they gave me for like sort of advice would be doing like a color matching. So fire departments are like a red and, well, they're red and white usually for their color scheme. So I could do something like that. If I do, they sent me an example over here. If I do 0.01, yeah. How's that look for? That's actually really good because you want a little bit of scrapage for the brick. Do 0.5 and shrink it down a lot. Cool. Where'd it? There we go. Just need to make sure, yeah, I don't want to go through the wall. Nor do I want to go with that. Can I? Nope, a little too much. There we go. A little bit of age. Would that be good enough? Maybe it's too bright. I need a darker one. Taking a second. I noticed I haven't saved in a while, so I'm gonna definitely save after I do this. Yeah, that's what I like right there. I do, however, want to do one more thing if I'm even able to do it. We'll see. We really want to show some age with it, so I'm wondering if that might be the closest we get with it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll work with that. Yeah, it adds a good like contrast from the wall. Because I was afraid maybe it was too white, but when I might replace these windows too soon, even though they are like exactly how Zomboid is. But I do that. I do add the symbol or the decals to the wall, then I add maybe the Louisville Fire Department symbol to the wall. We need to figure that out if the game has something like that, or I'll have to make something. We'll see. You ever get that feeling you go on autopilot for like 15 to 30 minutes? I just knocked myself out of that. I don't know what the fuck I was doing fully. I guess that's sort of a good thing for these type of projects, though. I don't have to focus while I'm painting new layers on the wall. Howdy there, Sierra. What are you doing today? Oh my god. I forget there's a lot of jump scares in these songs. Okay. Okay, that is done for the main painting area, at least. Still focusing on the floor, since I'm thinking a reflective floor might be better. Actually, let me look at that reference again. Ooh. There we go. Here I am gonna manually save and then look at ooh. They also told me I should probably change the blue to yellow. Maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and manually save since I haven't done that in a long time. I don't want to lose all this. And let me see if I can find anything that is similar to these tiles. It's either large gray tile or it is a lot of small individual tiles. I don't know if I can find one like that though. They need to be highly reflective mosaic floor tile. Maybe. Let me try concrete tile, if that's even a thing. There's one just called Dirty Sidewalk. No. You know, they never really like tell you if you ever be an animator the hardest part. Sometimes it's just trying to find the right color. It's like if you bought a car for the first time, then you look at the 50 different colors you can get the option in, or like get the car on. Maybe you want basic white, black, or gray and fit into the community, or you can just do like something unique and buy like a purple car for some reason. That's not really something that's talked about a lot, how cars are generically just white, black, and gray now. If it's like business style or business casual in a way. I'm really, I guess maybe it just depends on where I live. Or I guess where anyone lives, really. I just don't really see that many here. Ooh, wait. No, not that. Stained ceramic tile. What is that? That looks unique. Oh, but it would look pretty bad. Sidewalk tiles. Rough black tiles? Okay. I mean, would this be classified as a black or a gray, I wonder? That's more of a reflective black. Y'all might not be able to see anything on the OBS thing or the stream because I am on a side screen right now trying to pick the right color. Here. I'll move it down so y'all can see at least. Here. Maybe a cement floor? Brush cement? No. Rough concrete? No. Can't do that. Ooh. No, I think I did this. I did something like it. Yeah, maybe not. The issue is they give us so many choices, but that is also a very good thing. I might... This is gray. So I might try this. I had this one pulled out to the side. Might save that. We'll see how it looks. In the meantime, as that quickly downloads, which is like, it's already downloaded. Let me quickly change all these. Since they did say yellow is probably better because that's normally what goes with firefighters. Also, I never really put the stuff over there, I realized. The lines. So I forgot to do that. What the fuck? Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. Wonder why it's doing that. I'll figure out later. Okay, so that's downloaded. Thank you for the subscription, King Morgan. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and change the texture name and then... Hold on. I'm opening so many random things accidentally. Okay. Okay, we got that in place, and then we get the new one ready. Okay, we got that ready. We don't need the bump. We don't need the cavity texture. We don't need gloss. I think we're good there. Did I not import those? What? There we go. For all of you who are watching, how's your day been? I realize now I've been streaming this entire time and really haven't asked that, so I don't know how y'all have been. We don't need that anymore. So, okay. Base color. This is specular. Roughness. Normal. Displacement. And finally, ambient inclusion. I do want this one to be generally shiny, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I think it might be pretty shiny, so. Okay, so that is good, and it's auto-saving it to be safe. The last thing we need would be to lose all our progress as we are doing this right now. Jesus. Yeah, I'm liking it. Good contrast between the white wall to that. It's business casual wise, so that works. Is it too reflective though? Don't know. I don't think it is. Honestly, the things it might be missing would be things I could place in the middle, like benches or something like that. Because there would be bench areas for some areas like that. Ooh, I could do this. Have this like flickering because it's a broken area. Yeah, I could do that. too much. Might be a little bit too much flickering if I can change that. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Let me look real quick to see what type of doors this building in, because I might be able to just use our basic ones. I think I will be able to use our basic ones. A little too big as always. Okay. Just to be sure, still, hold on.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful.
What the fuck?
They tell me the time has come for us to give our souls to the cause. You will feel it shortly. Let the hell energy wash over you. You will be elevated to something more. We will join them, walk alongside them, help them forge a new world.
Okay, I see what we can do.
It is our reward, our fate. We have earned this.
Noticing they don't really have any doors. I mean, actually, there is something here. Modular building door. What part of Doom is this? What the fuck? Hold on. There we go. Jesus, is eating my computer. It's always fun when I go into rendered mode to make sure everything's fine, and then if I look towards the city, not even able to render it or look in that direction. I'm forbidden to. God. How was that then? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll delete this dude. And I guess... No, how long have we been streaming for? We are at 2 hours and 55 minutes. At the 3 hour mark, most likely, that will be where I call it. I might do some stuff off stream just to make sure that the stuff here will be fine. Is this labeled as red or dark red? Red color. Okay. I need to figure out the distance thing for this. So I did it for these over here. Fadeaway screen is at 0. Is there nothing else that was changed? 0.01. That is still fading. Maybe it just fades because it is in the preview mode. Maybe. Could. Okay, I think it is. Yeah, no, it was just because it was in preview mode, so we're fine. Let me make sure. Oh, there's no light down here. Thinking about it now. go. How's that look from the inside? Yeah, looks pretty good. Definitely right choices for the colors there. I will have to figure out what to do though for the stairs there. Hello everyone, good evening. Hello there, Eva. You caught me as I will be ending stream in, I don't know, 5 minutes or somewhere around there. You know, this will be, I'd say this will probably be the second most detailed building other than the police station. The police station wasn't really detailed for like specifics, but because of the vast size of it and the amount of buildings attached to it, while this is just one building, well, sort of two buildings because of the garage in a way. But yeah. We'll need to do like fire extinguishers on the wall, then some decal symbols of the fire station. Yeah, quite a bit. Hated that song. Didn't like the clicking. Well, since it's saving now, I have it saving here. Yeah, there you go. We are now past the 3-hour mark for this stream. Usually we only do 2-hour streams for these as we work on them, but since we have commissions and everything going on, and some things going on for the weekend, it's sort of short right now. After our commissions finish, then we'll probably do like 4-hour streams and probably stream earlier. We'll see. But it was grateful to have all of you watch over us as we were building. We got a good portion of the fire station ready, and I guess at least a good color scheme going on for it. Since if you were here the full time, then you would have seen how many different variations we went through for it. But the red on yellow with the white, good. Green, not green, gray floor with the white dirty tiles on top with the white lights. Yeah, I'd say we're at a very good step here. But yeah, it's a very good place to stop on. So to all of you who've been watching, thank you very much. I wish you all a good evening, good morning, or good night. World's scariest music as I am doing our final goodbyes. Let me do something more normal. Okay, yeah. Thank you, YouTube, Minecraft OST. But anyway, I wish all of you a very good evening, good morning, good night. And to all you VOD watchers, since I notice a lot of people watching the VODs now, same to you as well. Hopefully you enjoy all our content. Goodbye, everyone. See ya.